gosh, good morning. So today is one of the first days I felt at 100% like I am back. Woo! So excited. So this is a video where I wanted to talk to you about some really great markets that are around and near Fayetteville, right? Because things are starting to become so super expensive for a lot of people in terms of house shopping and house hunting, that they're getting discouraged in the marketplace. And I think I shared this on another video. If not, I intended to. But one thing that you have to do in this marketplace, short of praying, right? That's the first thing, is if you are in the market to purchase a home, you've got to be flexible on location, right? So this is not the time where you get to say, oh, I only want to live in this neighborhood. I only want to live in this type of house. This is where you have to almost have an HGTV DIY mindset. Like, you're going to have to go in here and do some work, maybe to the house that you purchased, and it may be in an area that you never thought. Remember when we talked about like a really great up and coming market? Well, one of those was Lumberton, and then we did a great video on Lumberton and what it had to offer. Well, today we're going to venture into another small town and see what it has to offer. It is so close to Fayetteville. I definitely feel like it's an understated market. I'm not sure how much inventory there is for sale there because I haven't done the numbers yet, but I plan to, and I'm going to share those with you because guess what? We always come from a point of knowledge, right? Not assumption. However, I'm thinking in my mind that this may be a place to think about, right? That maybe you want to live with you and your family. It's close to Fayetteville. It is within driving distance of about 35-40 minutes. I mean, give me a break. It takes 35 to 40 minutes before we had 295 to get from Ramsey Street to Rayford Road, right? So no different. So consider that, yes, that means that you maybe have to drive your children to the school of choice, or that maybe would have to change schools if you have children. I say that lightly. I'm just saying for those that don't have children, you don't even have to worry about it or think about that, right? This may be an opportunity for you. So let's go check it out. I'm going to show you what it has to offer, and we're going to see what the thriving metropolis in this small town is all about. There's two small towns I can think of, but we're only going to get to one of those today. So who am I? I'm Garlinda Price, broker and owner of Fusion Properties, LLC. From the capital to the coast, you're a realtor for life. You already know that, right? And listen, do you need down payment assistance money? I have an incredible housing counselor friend, and my former mentor runs this housing counseling agency. Incredible organization, and they have access to up to $8,000 all the way up to $30,000 in down payment assistance. We just got one client pre-approved, and of course it's USDA, so that means you're buying in the outskirts of town. We talked about that. And additional $8,000. If you qualify, you can get up to $30,000. That is a huge amount of money. We talked about that before, but I'm going to share my home buying seminar video. For those of you that missed it or registered and didn't get to attend, I'm going to share that here next on social media, so you can look at that. But something else I was going to tell you. So manufactured housing on permanent foundations is an option. We have a lender that does those loan types as well. That's not the same as a land home package. This means this manufactured home is already in place, boots on the ground. It's already affixed to a permanent foundation. Its tongue and groove has been removed if it was a mobile home formerly, or if it was site and stick built with a frame in a factory, then it's considered modular manufactured. You can also get financing for that. But guess what? I found out yesterday from my friend that works for the housing counseling agency that you can get an FHA loan if you work a part-time job. You can still potentially get pre-approved for a home if you work 2 years for 2 years at your part-time job. So don't think that if you receive if you only work part-time that you can't purchase a home. If you have 2 years of employment history on that same part-time job, you can qualify for an FHA loan. She told me that yesterday. And then I forget what else I was going to tell you. I'm rambling with all these details I wanted to share this morning. So anyway, give me a call. Garlinda Price, 910-494-7798. But specifically, if you have a home for sale, you need to call me. I mean, now is your hour. Give me a break. A client of ours was blessed to close yesterday. They walked away with a 6-figure check. That is the craziest thing I've seen in my 14 years of real estate. Walked away with a 6-figure check. Right now, granted, they had owned the home long enough that they could do that, but this is that marketplace where God said, "Now I'm blessing exceedingly and abundantly, great above all you can ask or think." Let's make it do what it do. Okay, so give me a call, 910-494-7798, and let's make it happen. Yes, it is a challenging market, but don't listen to everybody, because guess what? My motto is this: God ain't gonna give your house to somebody else. And He said, "I'm rich in houses and land." The Lord said, "I own a cattle on 1,000 hills, and they're all there, yours to claim. Claim Him in His holy name." Y'all know I cannot sing, but I love that song. You don't have to beg or crawl. I cannot remember the name of that song. What is it? He can see you standing proud and tall. He'll give you, I can't even know the rest of the words. His everlasting word. Come to Him as you are. I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. Come on, He's got it set up for you. Sing for only you. Nothing can compare to the gift of you. Oh, you gave me your son. I don't even know if that's the right words. I'm sure it's not. But anyway, somebody else, y'all sing it. I love that song. I can't even remember who it's by. But anyway, I said all that to say that the Lord is not going to give somebody else your house, right? Number two, that's number one. Number two, what the Lord has for us is for us, each of us individually, right? It's not group blessings, right? Now it's corporate blessings, right? The people of God. So I say, come on, right? Get in the market. Don't listen to what everybody is saying. And you want to make sure that you're in the market and not on the market. What does that mean? You're going to have some money. You're going to have some skin in the game. You're going to have some money to put down. So start saving your money right now. You're going to need about $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000, right? Hands down. So get your mind right that if you have a retirement account or a savings. Easy Shades and I were having fun, and then I went back and the daisies were gone. That's up. But anyway, get your money right. Get your mind wrapped around the fact you're going to have to invest some money. And this is not to be funny what I'm getting ready to share, but don't listen to people that have not purchased a home in the last 2 years. I'm sorry. It's a different market. I would say 5 years max. If it's somebody that purchased a home 20 years ago, they cannot speak to your situation today. 10 years ago, it's not the same. This is 14 years for me. It's not the same, right? So you're going to have money to put down. You're going to need your closing costs. You're going to have to pay them yourself. These sellers are not paying closing costs. You're going to have to buy a home that doesn't have all the fancy fixings in terms of it may not have clean steel appliances. It may need paint. It may have wallpaper, but it doesn't matter. Purchase your home and then you put your touches on it. You make it what you want it to be, to look like, and to be the home that you called it to be. But take advice from people that... Okay, you guys, so we are out here on the road and we are heading to a small town close to Fayetteville. So of course there's Autryville, but there's not much in Autryville. There are a few houses that were on the market. There's a really, really great neighborhood, but I've already shown you Stedman, Autryville, Vander area. So today we are going to head into the thriving metropolis, the pig capital of North Carolina. I'm not sure if that's their actual claim to fame, but we're heading to Clinton, North Carolina. Let's take a look at what the Clinton market has to offer, because again, it's right down Highway 24. It's super close. It may be worth a look-see for those of you that are USDA qualified, meaning you have to purchase in a rural area. We're entering Sampson County now, so let's stay tuned and see what the thriving metropolis of Clinton, North Carolina has to offer us today. Okay, so we are entering the thriving metropolis of Clinton, North Carolina. Let's see what Clinton has to offer. Plus, I'm going to go to a clearer video so you can see too. I'm excited because I've always wanted to go into this particular neighborhood whenever we end up coming to Clinton, and this is actually called Fox Lake. So, oh my gosh, hysterical. The first road is called Wiley Fox. And then that little section looks like it's called Foxcroft. That's really cute. So we're just gonna keep straight, see what all it has to offer. Oh, there's actually a lake back there. So this is nice. Nice. So I just want to show you what the houses look like in Clinton, at least some of them. And we'll tour the downtown area, get us a super cute look-see, see what's going on. These are beautiful though. So there's a lake behind the houses on this side, which is pretty cool. They have a great view. I love lake houses. I have never swam in the lake though. I think I've gotten in a lake, but then something started touching my foot that felt like algae or seaweed or something, which I know wasn't seaweed. It was probably just lake goo, whatever that was. Completely freaked me out, and I just don't like lakes or ponds in terms of getting in one. Oh look, there's a lake on that side too, behind those homes. So this is gorgeous. Come through, Clinton. I hear you. All right then. Ew, well my windshield is dirty, so let's do this way. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Come on, Clinton. I was wondering what y'all had to offer. So this is my first time in real estate, like coming to Clinton to see, you know, what's on the market, what are home prices looking like, what are the opportunities that exist for you as our clients, buyers, and sellers. So of course I'm going to go back to the computer and go through the numbers with you and let you know what everything looks like in terms of the average price point here, market, like what's on the market actively for sale, and go from there. But yeah, these are gorgeous. Look at this home. These are beautiful. I said that like Eddie Murphy. Is that velvet? Yep, these are incredible. Totally love it. Looks like one is being built up here over on the right. So looks like someone stopped building on that one. There's your opportunity. Let me know what's up. We can figure that out. Someone's building over here. I love it over here. It's so pretty. This reminds me of the neighborhood I shared with you all. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's when I take Caleb to Campbell. Keith Hills at Campbell Uni. So that one is really pretty. And this kind of reminds me of that, other than the fact that that neighborhood is actually on the river and this one is on a lake. Now right here looks like a lot that's available. I mean, it's not for sale, but I mean, somebody maybe would consider selling their lot, and then you could have a lakefront property. Look at that one. Oh, you guys, I love it, love it. Oh, look, here's one being built, and this whole community is incredible. I'm just in awe, totally floored. So that one's being built. I mean, just like right down the street, in our back door, right here in Clinton, are these beautiful homes. I can't wait to see what the market's doing here. I told you all about Lumberton and how Lumberton was an up-and-coming market, and Lumberton, the houses are flying off the shelf. There's so many things being listed every single day, and I think in the last 6 months now, let's just say 7 months, they've had well over 200 plus sales. So remember I told you that was an up-and-coming market. I told you Maxton Red Springs was going to be a hot ticket. That's exactly how it is now. So I believe that the same thing could happen here in Clinton, and it could receive its boom depending on if it has any property available, because it has Smithfield Packing. It's right off of Highway 24, right off of 701, like major highways. Close to Highway 13. So, you know, you can go to Wilmington, you can go to Raleigh-Durham, back to Fayetteville. So much you can do in this area. So, we're not going to be looking out my front window. That thing needs to be washed. The pollen and the birds are having a heyday. So, that's the back side of that first cul-de-sac we came in on. And now, we're heading back out of the community. So, very gorgeous. So, let's go see what they have to offer across the street. So now, I've always wanted to come over here too. This is Cohary Country Club, because anytime we're coming to Clinton, we're normally just passing through to go to Wilmington, or I don't know, any other reason we come up here. I think I came here to go to the Dollar Tree one night with the kids because we live in Eastover, so everything was just super close to just come up here and go there randomly to get out of town that night. So anyway, this is a country club, and then we're going to ride through and see what their subdivision looks like. So that'd be funny, but it's not looking too impressive over there. Maybe the golf course or the greens look prettier back there. Let's go check out the neighborhood though. And I just say not impressive because, you know, I've seen some better looking golf courses. I'm like, what are y'all doing over there? But anyway, it's probably just a small local golf course. I love that Frank Lloyd Wright kind of style, mid-century modern. That looks really nice. So you can tell this is an older neighborhood, but it looks like it is extremely well kept, very gorgeous. Let's look over here as well. So this particular section reminds me of Fayetteville over off of Sky Drive. Very, very pretty. I see a house on the market coming up, so I'll film that when we get up there. Somebody's coming this way, so hold on. So look, very pretty. Now look over here at this home. We'll go back that way as well, so you can see it better. But this one's actually on the market. I love how they did the gray brick. That looks really pretty. Has a nice sized yard, outside shed. Clinton, you have impressed me today. So let's go down here and make a U-E. A chance to see how far Clinton is from Fort Bragg. It's 46 minutes, and it is 42 minutes to Fayetteville. It said it would take 1 hour and 1 minute to get to Fort Bragg, so not bad. So let's just keep looking then. Now, what would be awesome is, let's say we could find some homes that need to be renovated or that maybe are vacant, and we could reach out to absentee owners and create some inventory. That's what we do in real estate. Whenever there's shortage of inventory, we figure out, okay, where are the opportunities for our clients, and then we go hunt down houses. I don't know if that street ends down there. Let's go find out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Okay, well, their golf course is pretty. It just didn't seem like it coming in. It seemed like I was like, what's going on, Cohere? Y'all need to find out what your name, but it looks pretty good. I love it. These are beautiful. So right over in here looks like some undeveloped land that no one built on. I don't know what's up with that. Could be an easement over there. But that's what their golf course looks like. It's pretty nice. It's an older course, but it looks nice. So see, when we're looking at properties, we look at properties like that to see, is there any activity? Is there mail piling up, hanging out the mailbox? Do you see any newspapers hanging out in the driveway? These are the things we look for. Is there a mailbox up when everybody else's mailbox is down? And I'm not saying that's the case with that house, but it reminds me of a house that maybe is vacant. That one does too, even though I can tell somebody probably lives there because there's a wreath on the door. But we just look for telltale signs of inactivity. So super cool. Oh, Clinton, I'm so excited. So let's head out of here and go see what else the thriving metropolis of Clinton NC has to offer. I'll also tell you how close it is to base, to the first gate. So we'll probably map it to the gate on Bragg Boulevard, and then maybe the Raleigh Road gate as well. But very, very gorgeous. I love it. I like all these little hidden ponds and things like that. And then we'll see how close it is to the gateway of Fayetteville, like right when you hit downtown Fayetteville from Clinton, just so you can get an idea of what your commute will look like. Of course, you have all of your restaurants here, just like you would everywhere else. There's Grandsons, and then you have your Walmart. You have the community college back there, Sampson Community College. I saw there was a sign for an airport, so they must have like a local airport, like for the little planes that come in for executives and stuff like that. So super excited. Over here they have Sampson Crossing. This is where we come up sometimes to go to the Dollar Tree. So you have your stores over there, and then as you keep straight, there's still building here. I mean, because there's a Lowe's here, which you're doing something when you got Lowe's. You got your Jersey Mike's, your GameStop. You have the same regular banks you would have everywhere else. So there's amenities as it relates to that. And what else? Popeyes. My kids love Popeyes. I don't like it, but they like it. I'll eat it if I'm desperate. And then as we continue to keep straight, so now we're getting closer to the highway where you're going to end up, where you can turn left to go back towards Fayetteville, or you can turn right to go ahead over to Wilmington. And I believe if you keep straight, you would go into Jacksonville and Warsaw, that area, because this is Highway 24. So super conveniently located to everything. Yeah, big old post office over there. Now you know that it's looking good down this section. You got Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, but I'm trying to stay off sugar. And then there's the BP gas station we stop at sometimes coming from the beach, where you can get your boiled peanuts, which I can honestly say I think I've tried once, and they just tasted normal. Do y'all eat boiled peanuts? Now we're heading to the downtown area, so let's see what downtown Clinton has to offer. I think it's been years since I've been down here. I don't even know what we would have been coming down here for. But let's go check it out and see. And so this is where we should start to see like some of the historical looking homes, like the older homes, which I love. They remind me of my mom's friends. We used to go visit when we were little, and like my aunts, and just, you know, nostalgia, where you think back to going to visit with your grandma and things like that. That's what this part of downtown reminds me of. Sorry for the switching back and forth. Really pretty. I love older homes. I think they're so gorgeous. To Clinton's downtown, so you got your First Citizens Bank. So you have all your regular banking, nothing different there. You have a dry cleaners. I don't even know if they're not in business. Don't listen to me on that. I was like, what dry cleaners is still available? There's a couple of florists. They look really nice. Looks like they have a downtown. Oh, that's their community theater. That's cute. That's just an office building. And then over to the right you have a mechanic shop. I think we're coming up on the courthouse down here. I love all these older buildings, really pretty. So here we are with the courthouse. Oh, I know what I came here for. One day I wanted to come down here. I was looking for a thrift store. That's what I was doing. So then you have all these cute little shops. There's a little place called Alfredo's. I have to see if they taste yummy one day. I'm just waiting all the traffic to go by to the left of me so I can turn. I missed my twin at Albuquerque. So right here, it looks like you have a locally grown store where you have things that are grown in North Carolina. And looks like you have like a bunch of little shops and stuff. Super cute. Country Threads Boutique. Then you have your radio station. So it looks like this is downtown where they have like all the shops and whatnot. I think I had come down here and wanted to go like to the consignment shop, but it wasn't open that day. So they have a really super cute little downtown. It's their courthouse area. Somebody was getting in their car, so that was why I switched sides. But they look like they have a really thriving downtown. Like you have your eyeglass shop. I don't know what Annandale's is. It looks like some type of shop. You have a women's boutique. Super cute. Okay, so we're gonna go down here to the roundabout, and I did go in that thrift store. I think I came down here to go to that one day, but their downtown is really pretty. Like you can tell that it's thriving. They put money into it, which they're doing in a lot of downtown areas now. So let's turn left up here and head back towards 24. I just wanted to show you all what all Clinton had to offer, and I really like it. Here's our last little snapshot before we head out. That church is too cute, too super cute. So you got a Sherwin-Williams paint, so you know there's some activity in a market down here, because you wouldn't have a paint store. You wouldn't have a lot of these businesses and industry if there wasn't an opportunity here, and if they didn't have a thriving like economic base. So you wouldn't see all this stuff. So pretty cool. Sampson County. So we talked about USDA, so I'm not going to belabor the point on that, but USDA is United States Department of Agriculture, and this area falls within USDA guideline territory. So that means that you can get 100% loan financing. It's really the only true 100% loan, meaning the only money that you really need is for your home inspection, your appraisal, your pest inspection, which is your wood destroying insect report. But you don't need like that 6% that you would need for FHA and VA that like we've talked about before. So United States Department of Agriculture or USDA loan is a great loan program. You cannot own a home and use USDA. So let's say that you already own a home and you're like, well, I want to consider, a USDA loan. Well, in order to do that, you'd have to sell the other home simultaneously while buying the other home. And people do that all the time. Regional Medical Center over here. It looks like Sampson Regional Medical. And let's turn right here because I see all these cute little houses that I just love, bungalow style houses and homes. So let's go take a look at those right quick just so we can show you something different from the first neighborhood we came into. And these bungalow and cottage style homes are totally making a comeback. People are buying them, renovating them. There's a lot of these in Fayetteville as well. And people are really getting them and have gotten them at a really great price. So you could consider buying a smaller home, and you might say, well, my family's not going to fit in there. Well, you can always expand the home. So what you do is you purchase the home at the price that you can afford now at a lower price, and you're going to be inconvenienced maybe for a little while, right? And then once you've lived in there long enough and enough equity has grown up in the home, then you could borrow against that home, take out a home equity line of credit, and add on and expand the home, renovate it, do updates to it. There's still some lenders that do renovation loans, so you could do it over time, right? So that's why I'm sharing with you in this market, if you really want to purchase a home and or have to purchase a home, you want to work with someone that will help you think outside the box, visualize your future, create a plan and a blueprint to get you where you want to go, to your dream of home ownership, and give you ideas of what you could do later on to have the home of your dreams, or to move out and get another home after you get established and you outgrow that home, and then buy your next bigger home. Then you'll be a move-up buyer, then you become a luxury buyer, then you become a vacation homeowner, and then you say, Garlinda, you know what, I want to live in a condo, I'm tired of all these houses, right? That's normally the transition that people take, right? They have their first time home, your move up home, your retirement or luxury home, your vacation home, and then you're like, I'm out, give me a condo and let's call it a day. It's a wrap, right? So that's the life cycle of a homeowner. So anyway, just wanted to show you this gorgeous little community. Let's see what the numbers look like. So Clinton has had 10 transactions in the last 6 months. So that tells me that there's little to no inventory for sale, and or they don't have a market, and or they have an untapped opportunity that you need to look into. That's something to think about. So I've never researched their market, so that right now in the last 6 months there have been 4 sales in that market, and there are currently 6 houses that are active, right? So that is crazy to me. So we're going to need to check out and see what's going on. There may be some opportunity there if you're willing to make that drive. Or it could be that it's so spread out because Sampson County is such a large county, right? So that means that maybe their sales encompass like the outskirts of Clinton, like Roseboro, Stedman, those areas. But something to think about. It's a gorgeous area. God bless you. If you're interested in finding out about a specific market you're interested in, you already know, and I said this earlier, but we got to end on the high note, right? So give me a call, Garlinda Price, from the capital to the coast, your realtor for life, 910-494-7798, and let us help you find your way home. God bless you guys. Okay, so I had a chance to go back and look at the outer lying parts of Clinton. So Roseboro and Salemburg, 25 sales. Well, there's between active, there was a 4 active, and that means that there were 21 sales in the last 6 months. So that's pretty good because that's about 2 transactions a month. And the homes in Salemburg were selling close to $300,000. So they were $264,900, $234,900. So again, Sampson County being so large and so spread out, it tells me that there's still a great opportunity up here because combined sales, that would be 25 of those, and there were 29 because there were 4 that sold, 6 that were active. So yeah, so they have a pretty healthy market because that means that they're selling on air. I mean, I wouldn't want to be an agent there, there's not enough sales for that. But on the average, that's a pretty healthy marketplace, 2 to 3 sales a month. But it still tells me that it's a seller's market, right? So even in Clinton, Roseboro, Sampson County area, it's still a seller's market. So do you have a home for sale? Now is the time. Unless you need it for your tax write-off, I say keep it, right? But if you've owned a home a certain amount of time, you can get your profit from the sale of your home completely tax-free. Tell me that ain't gangster, right? Speaking from experience, I've had clients do it all just recently. So yummy. So anyway, you already know what to do.